Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Peace be upon you, peace of mind, peace of heart, and peace of soul, and peace of nature. And that brings us to our topic: human pollution through the eyes of a fish. I was small for my age, even as a tuna. It was a bad thing for that. I was always bullied by my 83 siblings. But I guess I should have cherished the time, because now it's only 60 of us left. I asked my mother why they had all migrated, why they all moved away. She told me that they wanted to start a family, that they wanted a new path in life. A new path in life? It sounded wonderful in my ears. Because now in the ocean, every day we wake up to fear. We fall asleep with fear. It's the sharks that scare us. They come out of nowhere, gulp down their appetizers, and go back and come back for dessert later. And no one knows who's next. So when my mother and father finally decided for us to migrate, it was a joyful moment. I could finally see the light at the end of this dark cave that I call my home. That night, I went to sleep dreaming and thinking of the freedom, the tranquility of the river that we're gonna migrate to. I could just imagine life growing in tints brighter. The journey was extremely tiresome. The current was going against our will, so swimming my fin throb for hours, and the rumbles of our stomach didn't help. But somehow my determination was on fire. I could just feel I motivated myself, supported myself, telling myself that everything would be all right once I reached my destination. The first death woke me from my trance. It was one of my brothers. Dakota was my favorite sibling. He'd tell me stories before I go to bed. He'd give me treats if there was enough to spare. I asked my mother why he died. She told me that he saw a piece of plastic. He thought it was just seaweed, an unwanted piece of kelp. He wanted to give it to me as a treat. He wanted to test it, and instead it was plastic. It was not some piece of food. My mother thought it would make me feel all the more better to know this. To know that my favorite brother sacrificed himself for me. To treat me when there's barely enough to treat himself. But to me, it made me feel all the more worse. To know that someone that means your whole heart to you, someone that's so close to you, died because of you. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to feel. I blamed myself from that day on for his death, up until I realized that actually it was not my fault. It was the humans. The humans did this. I despise them. Anger coursed through my veins. They have the nerve to eat us for lunch, to serve us as meals, but they can't take care of our environment to live in while we have life, to at least have a good life while it lasts. If they can't do it for us, can't they just do it for themselves? Because what goes in the ocean goes in them. If we eat poison and they eat us, they'll also eat the poison. So they can't do it for us. Do it for their children. Do it for what? For their children's health. I fell sick too. Eutrophication caused it. Every day, it'll make it hard to breathe. And the siblings that usually send me hateful glances, the ones who would usually bully me, send me pitiful glances. And my parents would rush to my aid whenever I cried out in pain. We all knew what would happen to me, but no one said it. The suspense was ghastly, but what was more ghastly was my hope. My hope of one day living in peace. My hope of one day actually having freedom. How did I think so good of the river? How did I think so good of humans? Because now, the river, the water in which I called clean before, is greasy and intoxicated. My sibling, Dakota, died for a human cause. Last time, I dreamt of having a happy home. Last time, I dreamt of a tranquil place to live in. Now, all I dream of is to actually, in my heart, have peace before my heart stops beating. My name is Zaynab Hawat. I'm from AGC Secondary School in Year 8. And how about we all help rivers and to help the wildlife in it? We have to know we're not the only living forms of life on this earth and that there are more in the river too. So let's help us all. Let's help the cause. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.